The sun peeked over the horizon, casting its first golden rays across the vast savanna. The early morning light began to chase away the shadows of the night, revealing the beauty of the African landscape. It painted the sky with beautiful colors. The hues of dawn were a breathtaking spectacle, with shades of orange, pink and purple blending seamlessly. Orange, pink and purple filled the sky, creating a mesmerizing canvas that heralded the start of a new day. A new day was starting on the savanna. The morning light began to illuminate the plains, bringing warmth and life to the landscape. The zebras were still asleep, nestled in the tall grass. They had spent the night huddled together for warmth and protection. They were curled up together, their bodies forming a cozy, striped blanket. The gentle rise and fall of their breathing was the only movement in the stillness of the dawn. They were warm and cozy, enjoying the last moments of their slumber before the day began. But the sun had other plans. Its rays began to spread across the savanna, reaching out to wake the sleeping animals. A cheeky sunbeam tickled Ziggy's nose, causing him to stir. The warmth of the sun was a gentle but persistent reminder that it was time to wake up. Ziggy was the youngest zebra. He scrunched his nose, trying to ignore the tickling sensation. Then he opened his eyes, blinking against the bright light. The world around him was coming to life, and he knew it was time to join in. It was time to wake up. The savanna was awakening, and with it the promise of a new day full of adventures and discoveries. Ziggy yawned, a big yawn. He stretched his legs, feeling the warmth of the morning sun on his back. The savanna was waking up, and so was he. The birds were chirping, and the air was fresh and crisp. Ziggy loved mornings like these. Then he nudged his big sister Zoe, who was still fast asleep. Ziggy was always the first to wake up, eager to start the day. He loved playing with Zoe, and he couldn't wait to get started. "Wake up, Zoe," he said. "It's time to play." Zoe groaned sleepily, not quite ready to leave her dreams behind. She loved her little brother, but she also loved her sleep. She had beautiful black and white stripes, just like Ziggy. Their stripes were unique, like fingerprints, and they were proud of them. Each stripe told a story, and together they made a beautiful pattern. 5 more minutes, she mumbled, trying to hold on to the last bit of sleep. But Ziggy was persistent. He knew that once Zoe was up, they would have the best time together. Suddenly their mum, Zara, woke up. She was always alert, always watching over her little ones. Zara had a gentle but firm way of making sure everyone was safe and happy. She was the most beautiful zebra on the savanna. Her stripes were bold and striking, and she moved with grace and confidence. Zara was admired by all the other animals. "Good morning, my little stripes," she said. "Did you sleep well?" Her voice was soothing, and it made Ziggy and Zoe feel safe and loved. They nodded, smiling up at her. Last to wake up was their dad, Zane. He was always the last one to rise, but when he did, he brought a sense of strength and security to the family. He was big and strong, with muscles that rippled under his striped coat. Zane was the protector of the family, always ready to defend them from any danger. Zane was the protector of the family. He stood tall, looking out over the savanna, making sure everything was safe. His presence was reassuring to everyone. He looked at his family with love. They were his pride and joy, and he would do anything to keep them safe. The bond they shared was unbreakable. "Ready for a fun day?" he asked. The family nodded eagerly, ready to start their day of adventure and play. The savanna was their playground, and they were ready to explore it together. The zebra family was very hungry. They loved to eat grass, so they walked together towards a big patch of green grass. "This is yummy," said Ziggy, munching on the grass. He loved breakfast time. Zoe ate quickly. She wanted to play with Ziggy. "Can we race after breakfast, Ziggy?" she asked excitedly. Zara and Zane smiled at their little ones. They loved watching them eat and play. After breakfast, it was playtime. Ziggy and Zoe loved to play tag. They ran through the tall grass, their stripes making them hard to see. "You can't catch me!" shouted Ziggy, giggling. He was very fast. Zoe chased after him. "I'm faster!" she called back, determined to catch her little brother. They played until their legs were tired. They laughed and had so much fun. The sun was high in the sky. It was getting hot. The zebra family was very thirsty. They needed to find water. "Let's go to the waterhole," said Zane, leading the way. The waterhole was far away. The zebras walked for a long time. The sun was very strong. "I'm thirsty," whined Ziggy. He was tired from walking. Zoe nudged him gently. "We're almost there," she reassured him. "See, the waterhole is just ahead." Finally, after a long journey through the savannah, the zebra family reached the waterhole. They had been traveling for hours under the scorching sun, and the sight of the water was a welcome relief. The waterhole was bustling with life. It was crowded with animals of all kinds. There were majestic elephants, towering giraffes, and even some playful antelopes. Each animal was eager to quench its thirst, but not all the creatures were friendly. Lurking near the edge of the water were some grumpy-looking crocodiles. They watched the other animals with beady eyes, waiting for an opportunity. Despite the potential danger, Zane, the bravest zebra of the family, stood protectively near his loved ones. He kept a vigilant eye on the crocodiles, ensuring his family could drink safely. The zebras drank the cool, refreshing water. It was a much-needed respite from the heat. They felt rejuvenated and much better after their long trek. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the waterhole, the animals started to wind down. The sky was painted with hues of orange and pink, creating a breathtaking backdrop. The zebra family, now feeling the day's exhaustion, started to feel sleepy. Their eyelids grew heavy as they stood by the water, basking in the warmth of the setting sun. They had a busy day full of adventure. They cuddled together, finding comfort in each other's presence. The bond between them was strong, and they felt safe and secure. Zane and Zara, the parents, watched over their little stripes with loving eyes. They made sure their young ones were comfortable and protected, ready to face another day. The sky turned a beautiful orange and pink, a perfect end to a perfect day. The colors reflected on the water, creating a magical scene that seemed almost unreal. As night fell, the stars twinkled above them like tiny diamonds scattered across the sky. The savannah was quiet, with only the sounds of the night creatures breaking the silence. Soon the zebras were fast asleep, huddled together for warmth and comfort. They had found a safe spot near the waterhole, away from any lurking dangers. They dreamt of more adventures to come. The promise of new journeys and discoveries filled their dreams as they rested peacefully under the starry sky.